Hey, all of you lovely creative people out there. How are you doing today? This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. And I'm going to start a little Christmas project that I kind of went over with you guys a couple videos ago. These are going to be some purse organizers, and I got, just a few days to try and get about 4 or 5 of them done. So this is what we're doing, and basically I'm just going to go over real quick what I've got that I'm going to be working with. Probably not actually working with these, but last year, before Christmas stuff is put away, I take all of my scraps, which I had a ton of these, which are basically 1.5 inches by, I think this is 8.5. Yeah, well, 10, 11, something like that. It's something like that. And I put all my scraps on them. Well, look how cute. Look how cute. I mean, I've got the Stampin' Up! Topper. Can take up to a 2-inch piece of paper. And then I pop one end in there. Let me just go ahead and do one for you. I pop one end in because it's not 2 inches. I kind of center it a little bit. Bam. And then I cut it however far I want it. Stick it in again and cut it some more. This was one strip so that you could see. So I will have plenty of tags. And they're basically just sitting there waiting for me to finish up. So, boom. That's why I always say before you put your Christmas stuff up, go ahead and make your get rid of their scraps. Put them away. Here's another one where I did all scraps. And this is going to be a really pretty tag in one of the organizers that I'm making. There's another one with scraps. So, I just did it on whatever. And then these were just some that was left over from one of the kits that I was using. Judy, I believe, sent me this from my Facebook group. So I have all these lovelies and then this way here. I think this one was from Judy. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I believe this one was from Judy, and I believe this one was from Judy. And again, if I've got it wrong, please correct me. I did not. Normally, I will put a little something, a little sticky or something to remind me who, but I did not on this Christmas stuff. And I believe Gail sent me this one. It's got some material in it, but I could have them flip-flopped, or this one could be from Judy as well. I don't know. And Judy and Gail both spoil me rotten, so... But if I have those wrong, please, 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 please let me know so that I can thank you. But thank you very much, because now I have a wonderful plethora of things for these Christmas doodads. What did I call them? Christmas organizers for your purse. Now, this is a pad that's, just got some listing on it, so it's already taken care of. I don't have to come up with something. I have these 2 6x6, and some of them are not going to work with the papers, but there are a few in here that will be just fine. In fact, some of them will work really well. But, anytime we can get through a pack of paper, we're going to be happy campers. I picked this up at a garage sale, and they're rub-ons, and they're all the same. It's the Christmas tree, the twig here, the acorns, and those things. Doing it again. Those things. Pine cones. There we go. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, just laugh about it. What else are you going to do? Just laugh about it. I had picked this one up and thought, oh, this would make really quick cards, but I've never used it for that. You can tell I've used some of them, but these are going to be totally cute as either tags, decoration, whatever, you know. So I got that. I pulled that one out. This one is from this Patterns and Solids that, you know, I had pulled out previously. I've got some glittery, real pretty glittery paper that was in my Christmas stash. This is an older paper that I've had. I bought 2 or 3 of them, and it just threw out several Christmases. I think this is probably the last one I have, but they're nice squares of Christmas. And so, you know, we'll be working with that. Here is, woo, kind of one of those metallic ones, but it's so pretty. And then here is it's the St. Nicholas Patterns and Solids. I never had this St. Nicholas paper, but the Patterns and Solids somebody had at their garage sale for sale, so I bought it. But it's regular $24.50. Expensive stuff. But there's, you know, you always get that one solid creamy color. But there's plenty here to work with. I probably am going to try and find a couple of Christmas 12 by 12s that are maybe a little more exciting. But for right now, that is what I have. I am going to, before we get started, because I'm going to pull out first my covers. And you need one 12 by 12 piece of paper to make the cover. This, again, is what we're making. This is the one I made for autumn. But the cover is the 12 by 12 piece of paper. Now, as you can see, this one was just a piece of coordinating cardstock. These Patterns and Solids would work fine, and then just decorate it. So, you know, you can do whatever you want. So, anywho, let me kind of get this all organized so that I have some work to space in, some space to work in. Just laugh about it, people. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back and ready to go here. I did find, this is a Webster's page of an older 2011. They had, it's kind of a yellow gold, green, brown, and red. It's a little different. Here's some different doors that are, you know, decorated for Christmas, and that color. And yes, that is, yeah. I think it's chartreuse. I don't know. It is a limey yellow. I have no clue what we were thinking back in 2011. Although Webster's pages have always been a little out there, but it's a good quality paper, and they do have some beautiful pieces in here. This was their cover in 2011, and of course we're going to use those kind of things, you know. So I have been in this a little bit from time to time. And I love the old Santa that they used, and there's some nice trees. So, you know, we're going to, oh, and I guess I saved that because I mistakenly cut the top of the tree off. How funny is that? Okay, so then we have some beautiful cards. Whoops. I am more interested in finding, oh, this is like a placemat die cut doodad. That's pretty. Although you'd have to make a big something in order to really utilize this. I don't get these. But anyway, that's like some old wallpaper. And then here's some beautiful berries and some roses. You get 2 of those. There's another set of the cards. There's the tree. So now this one I think would work as a cover. Either way, and then you'd have this on the inside. So that would be, so I'm going to put that aside as one of my covers, and then I'm going to keep this one. It would be very busy, but this would be a good cover. And then the stripes on the inside, and I'm going to keep this one. And then I'm going to use one of the doors, and that's just, wow, I don't know. That is just, wow. Yeah. I don't think I'd be comfortable giving that to anybody to use. Because I just don't like that color at all. So I'm not going to go there. Just not going to go there. So, okay, so I found two. I am going to leave this out so that, and it also came with some printed fabric and some rhinestoney things. And this is, they had some trims wrapped around there. So it was a nice little kit, but like I said, it's been a while. Whoo! And that is just wow. That's just wow. That color. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna put those all behind everything else. So I think what I will do, let's just get one of these Santa Clauses in here. Maybe not the gold one. That's a little boring. Okay, so I have the green one. So there's another cover, and I want to go ahead and make 4. So let's, oh, this is pretty with the deck the halls and stuff. Okay, so there's 4. Should I make 5? Do I have 5? I don't think I have 5 people. 1, 2, 3. I don't even think I have 4 people. Yeah, that got 4 people. Okay, that's good. That's good. Only need to make 4. And these are going to be quick and easy. So let's get going. Okay, so I have my covers. I'm going to go ahead and cut the edges off 2 at a time here and get everything out of my way. Okay, so there's one. Are these about the same? Yep. I'm cutting 2 at a time. Save time. Should have done this before, but I didn't know which ones I was going to have until I got you guys on here. There we go. Okay. So we have 4 covers. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. This can go back in. Whoopsie. Okay, so now we're going to need, for each cover, we're going to need 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11 papers. So I am still going to be using these to get, to get them out of the way. So I think with the striped and red one here, this is going to be outside, this is going to be the inside. So I'm going to take a page of this and put with that. I'm going to take a page of this and put with that. So there's one. There's my covers. Let's see, what else did I have in that kit that I was willing. Yeah, nothing with the inside. This I don't think is, it's definitely not 8.5 by 11, so that won't help. Okay, so I have a green here that I will put with this bottom one. I have red swirls. Here we go. And I'm going to put these red swirls with the Santa Claus. And I'm going to put, I got some red candy canes. I'm sorry, my dogs are going a little nuts. Put that with that one. Let's see, what else do I have? I have these stripes. I got stripes on that one already with the gold, and I've got candy canes. I need something green with this one, so let's do some swirls. Okay. Alright, so there, that has 3 pages, so this one's done. And this one has nothing. So let's do some green swirls. Gold stripes. And those are gold swirls. Let's see. I got this, I got this, I got this. And let's do, well, I got the green candies. That will work. That will work, right? I don't think I have any more red candies. I think all I have, yeah. So we'll do the green candies. And that parcel is done. So here I have red swirls and the Santa Clauses. So let's do gold stripes, red swirls, and I have this red deck to halls thing, which will be wonderful. So there is that one. And then I have this one with the gold and the green. And I think I'll do the gold swirls. There we go. The red is a totally different red, really. It's kind of, this one is more of a burgundy. So I didn't really like matching those two together. They'd probably be all fine, but these will be fine too. These will be fine too. So there we go. Yeah, that will be the outsides. I do believe I'll like that very much. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut all those down to 8.5 by 11 and be back in a moment. Hey everybody, okay, so I've got all 4 of them. I've got the inside pages, 8.5 by 11 size. And so now all I'm going to do is, whoopsie, is do some scoring at 5.5. So I get a nice good fold on these puppies. Alright. There we go. I'm doing some one way and some the other. Just remember, they're not going to be seen right next to each other, so, you know, if one's a little crooked, it's okay. You know, if they don't line up just right. If it's crooked, yeah, fix it. But, like, if there's a teeny bit of the other one showing or whatever, it's fine, because they don't really show. So we're gonna do that with all of these. Oh, this thing, I I ended up getting this because years ago I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and of course they want you to use all of their stuff. And I mean, it does the same job, but this little gadget at the top is really kind of a pain in the tushy. And mine has not broken off. I know that there were a lot of people that had problems with it breaking off because it's just got two little plastic feet. So, you know, I've been able to keep that from happening, but the it just opens up all the time. The other day I actually somehow flipped the whole thing off. It didn't break. I thought for sure it did, but it didn't. But, you know, it's just like, I think I'd much prefer to have another one, but it works, so I'm not going to go spend money I don't have to spend. You know what I'm saying? Whoops. That would just be silly. So I have my short one, which is what I use most of the time, but it's only 8 1/4 instead of 8 1/2. How stupid is that? Really? You know, that's what I'm saying. Most of the papers that we deal with, even as card makers, you got to make the 8 1/2 by 11s work for you. So you know, you score, but it's 8 1/4. It's like, put another 1/4 inch on there for us, please. And I'm sorry for all the men that may be listening to me, which apparently they don't. If a woman crafter would design most of this stuff, we would not have these problems. I mean, come on. Really, you know? Oh, I tell you, there's some things that, you know, are just too funny. Just too funny. Yeah. But anyway. So, yeah, I'm bringing you along for the ride on all 4 of these because I'm having a moment. I'm doing some fussy, not fussy cutting, I'm doing some fussy fussing. Oh, good Lord, I tell ya. Now, if I would have had some nice 8 1/2 by 11 or 12 by 12 papers to cut down that had a focal point on them, I most certainly would have done that. Because it requires less decorating on your and my part, you know, if you're making one too. It just requires less decoration. But since I don't, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to put little decorations on these so that they will look, you know, lovely. Even though this is a simple project, you still want it to look lovely. So, and I think what I'm going to do is probably, excuse me, make some ephemera for all of them together. Kind of like a, you know, I don't know if this is going to be I think it's going to be both. I think this is going to fit into a mini album person and a journal person. It's going to kind of be both because I'm going to make the ephemera for it like a person that's doing a journal would normally do. Now what I did was I just mixed all of these papers because they'll go with any of them, okay? So I'm not necessarily going to keep the 3 papers that I cut, which would be this one, and this one. I'm not going to keep these 3 just to use in that book. I might switch it up and do, you know, like the green. This is the only one that had a cut in it. But like I might do the green lines. I might do the gold swirls. I might put the red Merry Christmas in there. So, you know, little different stuff. And then the 1-inch piece, I will probably make a belly band out of, you know, probably like one belly band for each. And then what else could I do with this? Because I have 3, 6, 9, 12 of them. And that will take care of 4. I'll have to look. And I actually, for belly band, I could actually glue 2 of them together. So maybe I got like this 2 solids. I got this 2. So I could like glue these together onto a copy paper sheet. And that might work well. So these are going to be belly bands. If I glue them together, they would actually make very nice pocket sizes. So that's that. These will be, you know, can be belly bands, pockets, tuck spots. Of course, we're going to need tags and things like that. And I'm probably going to, let's see. Let me see. This is a little wide for these. So I'm going to try and find another Christmas one. Although I could just center it and then cut off the edges. But I'm going to try and find another Christmas one that will have lines on it that I can maybe fit on there better. And of course I've got all of that goodie that I showed you at first for decoration as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get these. I'm probably going to make the 3 and then I'll come back, show you the 3 and then make the final one with you. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, so I fiddled around with it a little bit, and what I need to do is cut off and make this 11 by 11 instead of 12 by 12. Okay, so this is the outside piece. This is our cover. So I just need to take 1 inch off of 2 ends, 2 sides. And of course I'm going to save those because we'll use them for something. There's that one. And that one. Okay. So now we're going to put this at 4 7/8. And I think I'll be able to see it better on this side. So 4 7/8. And we're going to do our first one. And if you don't have this punch board, if you just have the other punch board, I'll show you how you can do this. Super easy. But after. So if you're just got the single punch board, you're going to do 4 7/8 and you're going to score. And then because it doesn't go all the way across, I suggest that at this point, the innermost score line, you want to go ahead and score that. So that you've got that line to work with here. Because now you're going to line up your score line with this little first jobby here. And then you're going to score on both. And again, if you just have the one, just score on the oh, I forgot to do my, let me see, where is my score line? Right there. Punch. So I'll have to get the last one again. And you want the innermost score line to be matching up with your marks, not your outermost one if you are able to do both. So again, the innermost score line we're going to go ahead and fold. And again, I have to punch my corner out. There we go. We're going to line this one up. Go ahead and punch, so I got that done. Okay. So we're going to put this away. And I do believe with this measurement, we are going to have to take off 1/8 of an inch off on our LA 8.5 by 11. So it'll be 8 3/8 by 11. And my cutter will cut 3 cardstocks. So I'm going to go ahead and make that 1/8 of an inch cut off there. Alright, so now let's go ahead and, oh, I knew I had missed one right here. I'm gonna, wait a minute now, didn't I have to do something else? There we go. Okay, so now we're just going to finish out all of our score marks. And you know, if we do this, I'm sorry, my ears are driving me absolutely bonkers. I have had, I guess, just some allergy thing going on with my ears. Just, they're killing me. Okay, so I see here that there's a little bit, like maybe I didn't get it lined up just right on the, so I am actually going to pull this forward just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just pull it forward just a little bit. So now we should have this one is doing the same thing, not quite as bad on that side, but on this side. So I'm going to just pull this in a little bit. There we go. Leave the other side just the way it is. So you can tweak this a little bit. All right, so there we go. Now, if you want to, you know, if you decide you want to do it the other way, by golly, just fold everything the other way. You know what I'm saying? But I like the red the best. I think it'll also be easier to decorate. Let's see. Looks like this one is the one that I'm having still a little issue with. I just had received this, and I'm not exactly, I didn't have any instructions except for this. So I'm thinking I like it. And this is Score, oh, a Score Extender. I didn't even know it had that. Why didn't one of y'all tell me that? Look at that. Look how cool that is. They did think of everything when they went and made this a better one. Okay, so could have done it better because I think some of the off is because of me, you know, kind of forcing the issue there. Okay, so then, and I've already cut this down an 1/8 of an inch, and I need to do it just a little bit more. So maybe, was it 3/16? Just a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and cut off another 8. So it'll be 8 1/4. But I wouldn't cut it that size until after you do your envelope. Just do your envelope and then see which one will actually fit in there. And because I do want mine kind of tight. So there we go. So now I have my 4. And I did decide to do this one. It's got the Santa Clauses on the inside. I did decide to do it. So now they're all a little different size because I was playing around with, well, if I do this at 5 and do this at 11 1/4, or, you know, how can I make it better for me? So I experimented, but they all are working the same. So if you just follow my instructions, those are the ones that I kind of like the size the best for my 8.5 by 11 stuff. Okay. Next, what my plan is to make a signature, or we can make 3 signatures and we'll just adhere them together. But the bottom one is going to get glued down onto the page, onto the back. You don't have to do that. And I don't know that I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all of the innards first. And then we'll decorate and do all of that. But I'm going to continuously stick this back in here just to make sure I am not making it too big. So, you know, we can't do too much with these. Okay, that was not very informative, but it was certainly long and winded. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead and get yours done if you're just making 1, or if you're making 4, or if you have girlfriends at work. You know, if you get this to somebody before December 1st, I think you're golden. And so, yeah, that's why this is probably going to, I don't know. I'll have to check and see what my calendar is. I have no clue what day it is. Yeah, so I will probably post this, because I'm trying to post no matter what, Tuesday and Thursday. If I have extra postings, like today I post, today's Sunday, I posted a little quickie there. But Tuesday, Thursday are my posting days. If I post other than that, it's just because I'm trying to get it out in a more timely fashion because of the time constraints or whatever. So I will probably be posting that this week and moving my other pieces and parts a little further out. Okay, guys. I shall return. Bye.